We're talking about an overlooked key to your prosperity. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Today we are reading from 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, starting at verse 10. The Apostle Paul says, "But we urge you, brethren, that you increase more and more, that you also aspire to lead a quiet life, to mind your own business, and to work with your own hands, as we commanded you, that you may walk properly toward those who are outside, and you may lack nothing." That's interesting, because Paul is saying, in order for us to walk properly to those who are not believers, and to prosper, we have to aspire to live a quiet life and to work with our own hands. We have the promise of God that whatever we put our hands to will prosper. And here's the bottom line. I have to ask you the question, are you a meddler? How good are you at minding your own business? And the reason I ask that, Proverbs 26:17 says that someone that meddles in business that isn't their own is like grabbing a wild dog by the ears. Yeah. Now, ancient Israel did not domesticate dogs. They didn't think of dogs like we think of dogs. They thought of dogs as dirty, filthy, nasty animals, like we might think of rats or something like that. And the idea of having a dog in their house would have been like a curse or something. That was their view of dogs. And don't be mad at them, it's just the way it was. They did not domesticate dogs. So what the Bible is saying, what God is telling us, is to interfere or to get involved in something that doesn't pertain to you, in which you have no authority or power to even solve, is like grabbing a wild dog by the ears, meaning you're going to get scratched up and you're going to get bit. Yeah, so you may not think of it that way, but spiritually it's that way too. When you leave your lane, when you get involved in stuff, when you get involved in gossip and rumors, or just get caught up in the news of the world, those are things that God hasn't called you to. We are called to stick to what we do, which is to glorify God, to be a city set on a hill, to be the light of the world, the salt of the earth. We stick to our calling, and we don't go getting involved in things that God hasn't asked us to get involved with. Now, if you have a problem with that, what I mean is, you're challenged just to mind your own business, it's something you really want to work on, because according to these scriptures, that could be hindering your success. It could be hindering your prosperity if you have a tendency to wander too much into somebody else's lane and do something that you haven't been called to do. So let me encourage you today. Don't be grabbing any wild dogs by the ears. Mind your own business. Aspire to live a quiet life. And during that quietness of that quiet life, God's going to give you ideas. He'll give you breakthrough ideas. He'll give you a stronger sense of who you are in Him. And even though it seems counterintuitive, everything in you may seem like, I need to go out there and do this. I need to get involved with that. No, God sees you. And when you obey what He says, which is to endeavor to live a quiet life and to work with your own hands, then He can prosper the work of your hands. And you will walk properly to those who are on the outside, and you will increase more and more. That's a good word. Listen, if you like what we're doing here, we would really appreciate it if you would subscribe and then share and leave a comment. Every little bit helps, and we appreciate your support. If you like this video, I recommend you check out this video.